Hey, it's Whitney. Welcome to the What a Vegan Eats channel. Today, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite products from Natural Products Expo West, which happened just a few weeks ago at the beginning of March in Anaheim. If you've never seen any of my videos on this trade show before, it is an industry event. It is my favorite event of the whole year. There were this year 2,700, not 27,000, that would have been crazy, 2,700 exhibitors there, and I barely skimmed the surface. What I have for you today is some of the samples that I took home, and these are food products specifically because this is the What a Vegan Eats channel. If you want to see more products from the event, I will be doing a summary of the favorite lifestyle products over on the main Eco Vegan Gal channel, which will be linked to down below. I'm going to go through these products pretty fast because there's a lot of them and I have a lot to say on each of them, but I'll just give you like a little glimpse about what I think and why. So let's dive right in. It's really hard to decide where to start, but I think I'll start with this. This is Macchiato, and this is from my friends over, what are they calling themselves now? Well, Soul Natural, okay. I didn't know that yet because I knew them from their restaurant, Golden Mean in Los Angeles, which is a really wonderful plant-based restaurant. And one of their most popular menu items is the Macchiato, and now it's packaged so anybody in the world can buy this and make it themselves at home. It is very tasty. It's a great alternative to coffee. Sun cups. This was not my first time trying them at the expo. I've actually been buying these in store for a while. They're one of my new favorite treats. They're a fantastic alternative to peanut butter cups. If you have a legume sensitivity or a peanut sensitivity like I kind of do, this is really, really nice. In fact, this company, Free to Be, makes a lot of allergy-friendly products, and they're going to be entirely dairy-free soon, according to the person I spoke to at the expo. Super exciting. I love this. They also have a few other vegan chocolates. The one thing to note is that they don't say vegan on the label because they're processed on the same line as milk products, but they are technically vegan. This was one of my favorites because I was really drawn into the super cute packaging. I mean, come on, this is so cute. But it tastes really good too. These are called lupini beans, which is kind of like a Mediterranean version of edamame. And I saved a couple just for you. Most of these snacks I'm showing you have already been eaten because I couldn't constrain myself. So it kind of looks like a lima bean. It's big, and I guess it kind of tastes like an edamame. That's how they described it, but I think it's a pretty unique snack. But it's packed with protein. It has all sorts of other minerals and things in that. It's worth going to their website to check it all out. In fact, actually it says it right here, but it's low in calories, low in fat, high in fiber and protein. And they have 4 different flavors. My favorite was this chili lime. They're a brand new company. Everything, by the way, is linked to down below in the description field, so you can learn more, you can follow them on social media, and find out when they're going to be available near you. Okay, how about these? I tried really hard to save one to show you, but I just couldn't. I had to eat it. This is salted caramel snackaroons from Laughing Giraffe. These are raw, gluten-free, organic, non-GMO, all of the good stuff, but in a sweet treat with really simple ingredient list. In fact, it's shocking that they got this to taste so much like caramel with, let's see, coconut syrup, coconut oil, vanilla extract, and Himalayan salt. 5 ingredients, and it tastes fantastic. They have a bunch of other flavors. They have a matcha, which I thought I was gonna love, but I kind of like this one better, even though I'm a massive matcha fan. What's next? Okay. Go Macro. I loved this bar. I've really liked this company for years, and the cashew butter bar was very nice. I have to say, this is just kind of getting an honorable mention, but I don't love Square Bar's new flavor, which is surprising because I love all of their other flavors, and I love chocolate and peanut butter, but this, it didn't really do it for me. They're really nice people, they make great products, and the bars are some of my favorite. I think it's worth giving it a try, but I don't know if I would buy this again. I would much rather get one of their other flavors like their mint chocolate, which I really like. The vegan egg was a big star of the show. If you haven't tried this yet, I really encourage you to. It's becoming more widely available. It's from Follow Your Heart, and it is a beautiful alternative to eggs. It's got a very similar look, taste, and texture. Well, the taste is kind of subtle. You really have to flavor this. But it works so well in scrambles and quiches, like pretty much anything that you would use an egg in. I haven't made it myself at home yet, but I've tried it many different ways and I've been really impressed with it. And the people at Follow Your Heart are so excited. And speaking of which, they also have a few new products. They have 2 new cheese flavors. I love their vegan cheeses. They're my favorite of their new flavors, I don't know why it's so hard to say, is their smoked Gouda. That is very nice. And then they have some new gluten-free vegan breads, which I think are shelf stable. They're really impressive. The texture, the taste is spot on. And they have a gluten-free, corn-free tortilla. I think it's corn-free. I hesitate there. I don't know for sure, but I believe it was. And it's very tasty, very flexible. It's hard to find a good gluten-free tortilla or bread. So props to Follow Your Heart for making it easier to eat without eating all this junk. Let's see. I haven't actually tried this yet, but I thought this was really interesting. Prana Organic Proactive Chia with probiotics. Interesting concept. It's just chia seeds with probiotics added to it. So if you're trying to get more probiotics into your diet and you love chia seeds, check this out. I'll keep you posted. Rhubarb. These guys are so sweet and generous. They sent me home with a ton of product. I'm going to be giving it away at some point, so stay tuned on all the eco-vegan gal networks out there for when that giveaway happens. They have these new brew balls, and they're super simple ingredients, only 4 ingredients, raw, vegan, organic, gluten-free, lots of good stuff. They've got a ton of different flavors. Underneath this, I don't have the actual product, I just have a really cool bowl that they gave me, but this was my favorite hot savory food at the show from Smart Soup. And they make delicious frozen soups, many of which are vegan. They had this one Moroccan soup that blew me away, and I cannot wait to find this in stores, so keep an eye out for that too. This is getting like a pretty popular category of food items. It is pasta made from legumes. So you may have heard of Banza, love them. They were kind of like one of the first people to start doing this, and Tolerant Foods. But now Explore Cuisine has been expanding their lines of legume-based pasta. They make really great fettuccine, like made from mung beans. You have to try that. This I liked. I wasn't blown away by it. It's organic chickpea fusilli. And then Modern Table has been making these meals made from legumes. This is their mixed lentil penne. So you can buy like a meal with a seasoning, which I don't know if they have a vegan version of that yet, or you can just buy the pasta. Sea Snacks has some new flavors. I think jalapeno is one of them, but I got this and I really enjoyed it. I think actually one of their new flavors is their lime, and that was delicious. I really like lime flavored snacks. This is fascinating. If you're a fan of kimchi or just fermented foods, want to get more probiotics into your diet as we've talked about, this is worth trying. It's a kimchi tonic from Wild Brine, who makes really delicious vegan kimchi and sauerkrauts. And this is like just the juice. And it's super tasty if you like that flavor. So you take like a tablespoon of these like little shots and they give you all the benefits of the fermented foods. It's very alkalizing. Speaking of more raw foods, I've got a lot of raw snacks here. Nude food, or as Jason Robel likes to refer to it as Nud Fud because of the way they spell it. This is their organic paleo vegan gluten-free raw snacks. This is just made from banana, sesame seeds, coconut, and cacao. Very tasty, crunchy, and really, really nice people. If you like ginger candies, I'm a fan of them. They're very nice to soothe the stomach. They're a nice sweet treat. This was quite nice. What is this company called? Gem, I guess. I like their packaging. It's cute. It does have cane sugar in it, but I don't think I've ever seen a ginger candy that is super, it uses like a really good sugar. Going back to the crunchy snack section. Natiera, is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure, but their Chia Crunch, I loved this. Now my friend Kobe Kim from Vegetorials did not like this at all. She had a very strong reaction to this, and I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I loved it. It tastes like a dehydrated piece of mango. They actually have a few different flavors, but this one tastes like dehydrated mango with the crunch of chia seeds. And there are a few more ingredients in it, but I really, really enjoyed this. I would buy this again. If you're a fan of granola, a new company, they're super small, so I don't know how wide their distribution is going to be, but this is Lark Ellen Farm. They're based in Ojai, California. Super high vibe, paleo vegan granolas. Very sweet people, very tasty. You can do so much with granola. Well, kind of on that similar path, there's a lot of different like oatmeal, instant oatmeal now. McDougall's has a few. I don't actually know if these are new or not. I'm not sure, but I think I've tried them once in the past, maybe a different flavor. But Maple Hot Cereal, really liked this. Apple Flax. I'm a huge fan of McDougall's foods. They're all vegan, they're oil-free, they're generally, well, they're slightly processed, but they're one of the better processed foods out there on the market. And yeah, I enjoyed these. I thought I had it here, but I must have thrown it away. Bob's Red Mill makes a really delicious instant oatmeal. And then there's this from Back to the Roots. This is their organic stone ground cereal. This is their cocoa clusters. This is great for kids and adults that like kid foods. What's neat about this company is they really pay close attention to the sourcing of their ingredients. So this tells you right in here it's only 4 ingredients. It tells you exactly where each of them came from. Very amazing company. They started off making these mushroom kits and they're based in Northern California. I love the packaging. Their whole energy behind their brand is great. I ate this even though I'm really sensitive to gluten, and I didn't feel that good afterwards. Surprise, surprise. So I won't be having this again, but if you're not sensitive to gluten, check this out. If you like beverages, these are interesting. I don't know if I would buy them again, but I enjoyed them. 2 sparkling waters, 1 in glass and 1 in plastic. So Voss has a tangerine lemongrass, which is very refreshing, and you can reuse this bottle, which is nice. And Hint Fizz is in plastic, so I try not to buy stuff like this, but this is their unsweet peach. Really, really tasty. I actually really enjoy Hint water. I just wish it was a glass instead. Anything else here hiding away? There are some new teas, if you're a tea lover, speaking of beverages. There is a new immune support from Yogi Tea, which I really enjoyed their stuff. I don't know if they had any more flavors, but I took this one home. I tried it. Super tasty. It's a Tulsi spiced berry. And then another brand that I like is Mate Factor, and they have these new ginger turmeric and digestive tea. I'm always looking for good digestive teas. All right. Oh, one other thing here hiding. I thought this was a cool concept. This is called Nosh Organic, and they're snack mixes. They're kind of like a deconstructed snack bar. So they've got like crispy puff rice and a bunch of like dried fruits and seeds in them, and they had a few different flavors. This one here is the hibiscus berry. Very pleasing. You can kind of use this like as a granola or a trail mix. Okay, now I have a few other products I want to mention, but I don't have their packaging here. I may link to another video down below. I haven't decided if I'm going to edit it yet. I got a ton of footage and put it on like Snapchat and just some stuff that needs to be edited. So if it shows up, it'll show up here on the top corner whenever I posted it, and down below in the description field. But let me rattle them off real quick, and I will link to them down below in the description field as well, so you can check them all out. Number 1, nut milks were huge at the Expo this year, starting with Suncoast macadamia milk. They were actually there last year, but they reformulated to take out the carrageenan, and the flavor and texture of this milk is so much better. I'll probably be doing a piece on them later on, so stay tuned. Super delicious. There was also Nut Raw, who makes incredible pistachio milk and pistachio nut butter, pistachio bars, and like really cool pistachios in these neat packages where when you open them up, there's a special section just to put your pistachio shells. Very, very smart company. I loved them. And then there's another company called Juicy, Juisi, who makes juices, but now has New Moo, a bunch of different cool flavors, including a healthy alternative to Strawberry Quick. Any of you ever drink that? Well, now you can have a more natural option. I think that one was made from cashew and fresh strawberries. So they had cashew milks, pistachio milks, I think maybe an almond milk. Really nice line of that. I did prefer the nut raw pistachio milk to Juicy's, but Juicy had some other nice, like, oh, I think their vanilla cashew milk tasted like a cloud, honestly. And then there was another company called Malk, M-A-L-K, who made a maple pecan milk. So delicious. I think they had an almond and a cashew milk as well. I'm telling you, non-dairy milks are on the rise. It's very exciting. We no longer just have to drink soy or rice or even coconut. Coconut's becoming less exciting as all these other nuts are coming in. If you're looking for a good veggie broth or bouillon cube, check out Mossel. They're not a new company, and I actually don't know if I'm pronouncing their name right. They're based in Australia, and they're trying to integrate more in the US. Super tasty, all vegan, and they're actually starting to clean up their ingredients to get rid of things like maltodextrin that are currently in there. But all of their sourcing is really good. I talked to the owner at length, and I should mention that I entered a contest at the Expo, and I actually won a free Apple iWatch because I posted something on Instagram about Mossel. So they're not sponsoring this or anything, but I am super stoked, and I love that company even more. So as soon as I get my watch, I'm going to show it to you. I'm thrilled about that. Oh, another company that's making like a milk is Immortal, I-M-M-O-R-D-L. And I forget exactly what it was, but it was super tasty and worth mentioning. And they're a small company. Check them out. Linked below. Very tasty beverage. Actually, along the same lines would be Rebel Milk, which I've mentioned in the past. Love them, and they have these new plant protein elixirs. I wasn't head over heels for those as I am for Rebel's other milks, but they're worth trying, and Rebel is an awesome company. There were a couple brands that made natural versions of Pringles. So in the same container, cylindrical, how do you say that? Container, and the same little like round ridges in the middle, not ridges, but that curve that Pringles have. I thought that was very cool because Pringles are pretty poor ingredients. So now there's companies that are trying to make a nicer version, and they tasted just like Pringles. I don't know if I remember their names, but if I do, I will link to them down below. I just wanted to mention that. Cool thing, another cool development is Picari, which makes super high quality chocolates. Now they have an organic rice-based white milk chocolate, completely vegan. So it's a rice milk white vegan chocolate. Super tasty, comes in chip form, so you could bake with it, you can melt it, you could do all sorts of fun things. They're one of few companies that make a vegan white chocolate, and they're entirely organic, so very high quality ingredients. All right, do you want to know what my guilty pleasure was at the show? Like the one thing that I really shouldn't have eaten, but I did anyways, and I really don't regret it? That was Gardine's new breakfast pockets. You have to try these. They are so good, but they are totally a guilty pleasure because they're super processed and they're loaded with like everything I try to avoid. Wheat, soy, they probably had a little bit of corn in there somewhere, I don't know though, I couldn't resist it. So they come in these like puffy wheat pockets. Inside, they're layered with Daiya cheese, the perfect amount, not too much. The vegan egg from Follow Your Heart, Gardein sausage, spinach, and red bell pepper. And that flavor combination, the texture was so incredible, I kind of lost my mind. I ate a lot of it, and my stomach was probably very upset as a result, but I didn't care. I won't be buying them much, but when I do, I will savor every bite. Let's see, what else did I have here? Oh, this was really cool. There's a company called Wonder Fuel who makes these drinks from coconut MCT. Now, don't ask me much about MCT because I don't know very much at the moment, but what I do know is it gives you energy. And Wonder Fuel's drinks were super tasty. They had 3 different flavors. One was like a mocha, one was a vanilla, and I forget what the other one was. Maybe it was like straight up coffee or something. But very delicious and super nice guy that runs that company. Daiya Cheese has a new pepperoni pizza. I really like their pizzas. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, they're soy-free. Yes, they're processed, but if you don't mind the Daiya Cheese flavor, their pizzas are definitely worth a try, and it's really cool to have a gluten-free vegan pepperoni pizza out there. And oh yes, there's a company called Organic Matters who makes a delicious coconut bacon. In fact, I think it might be the best tasting coconut bacon that I've had. Super small company, really cute packaging, worth a try. And last but not least, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right or if it's even supposed to be said this way. Igzo, I-G-Z-O, maybe it's just Igzo, I-G-Z-O, but they make a tea out of bamboo leaves. So they're trying to use the whole bamboo plant, trying to be more sustainable. They come in glass bottles. They have a lot more sustainability elements in their company that I don't know offhand. So if you check out their website, it's worth looking into. Their teas are delicious. They had 4 different flavors. I loved most of them. I can't remember the flavors I liked off the top of my head, but I kept going back for more. Super refreshing, and again, really nice company, a small company owned by young people. So needless to say, I had a fantastic time at Natural Products Expo. Be sure to check out the video over on the main Eco Vegan Gal channel so you can see all the lifestyle products that I tried out, like the body care and the home goods and whatnot. And stay tuned when I do a giveaway at some point. You can follow on social media. Everything is linked to down below. Also sign up for the newsletter. I'm gearing up to do a ton of cool things through the newsletter this year, so don't miss out on any of that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I have some really cool things in store for you for 2016. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.